Hey, fourth graders, you'll be happy to hear that this lesson, Module 5, Lesson 34, is very similar to Lesson 33, just subtracting mixed numbers again and renaming so that we can subtract. Let's go ahead and start with one. We're going to start with 8 1/10 minus 8/10. So again, just if you keep a few things in mind while you're doing this, you do have tenths and tenths, so you're okay to subtract. You have 8 wholes minus 0 wholes, which is a good thing. So we know that our first fraction is bigger than our subtrahend. And then we have 1 minus 8, which we cannot do. So we're going to go ahead and rename our first fraction here to 7 10/10. Turn 8 into 7 10/10, and then we have that 1/10 left. If we add those, we're going to get 7 11/10. Then we can go ahead and minus our 8/10. Remember, that's just coming right down from here. Okay, 7 wholes, take away 0 wholes. It's still 7 wholes. And then 11/10, take away 8/10 will give us 3/10. So the answer is 7 3/10. All right, let's try another one. I want to change my color.
Mommy.
Sorry, Catalea is talking to me. All right, 6 2/8 minus 7/8. Kind of starting off easy on here. No mixed numbers. Equals. All right, so we're gonna have to rename our first fraction because we cannot take 7/8 away from 2/8. So let's go ahead and rename my 6 ones to. Remember, drop it down. Make it your whole. And then we can add these together. So 5 8/8 plus 2/8 equals 5 10/8 minus 7/8. All right, we have 5, take away 0 is 5 10/8, take away 7/8 is 3/8. Record that above, 5 3/8. So 6 2/8 minus 7/8 equals 5 3/8. All right, 2 more, guys. All right, 11 1/5 minus 2 3/5. Okay, now we have our mixed number that we're subtracting. Same denominators. I have 2 whole numbers. And I have 1/5 minus 3/5, which I can't do, so I'm going to have to rename that first fraction. I do want you guys to push pause, solve it yourself, and then push play again to see if you did the steps correctly, if you got the same answer, the same difference. All right. Okay, guys, so I have to go ahead and change my 11 to 10 5/5. And I have 1/5 remaining. My new fraction is going to be 10 6/5. I renamed 11/5 as 10 6/5. And go ahead and bring down my minus 2 3/5. Do my whole numbers first. 10 take away 2 equals 8 ones. 6/5 take away 3/5 equals 3/5. So 8 3/5. Okay, same thing for the next one. I'll write down the number and then I'll tell you when to pause. And then you can push play to check your answer. 9 3/8 minus 7 5/8. All right, we're left with 8s. I can't take 5 away from 3. So I'm going to have to rename my fraction. Drop it down to 8 8/8. I'm left with 3/8. Add those together. And I get 8/8 plus 3/8 is 8 11/8 minus my 7 5/8. Okay, 8 take away 7 equals 1. 11 take away 5 equals 6/8. 11/8 take away 5/8 equals 6/8. And I just remembered I forgot to tell you to pause. So if you remembered to do it, congratulations. If you didn't, it's okay. Again, on the problem set today, it might ask you to do the arrow way or the number line. You do not have to worry about doing that. Just use the strategy of renaming your initial fraction so that you can follow through with subtraction. All right, go ahead and get that going, guys.